A brand new season of Formula 1 kicked off today, and that means it's a brand new season of F1 memes back in our life. Here is a meme review of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Oh, brothers, it's a new season, but some things are not new at all. Ferrari mess-ups, the Bahrain GP update. So someone here is going to keep track of these throughout the year. Bahrain 1, Charles's car is falling apart in the first outlap of Q1. Solid. 2, by the way, 5 incidents in one race weekend is appalling. 2, first race is yet to start, and they already changed the power unit's battery. 1 out of 2 available for the whole season, so already half they've had to change that. 3, they also changed the control electronics. Again, only 1 out of 2 of those, 2 available over the course of the whole season. 4, Leclerc's engine just gives up on lap 41. And 5, also Sainz saying the car was bouncing a lot. And the team radio saying the classic, we are checking. And they never check, or they do check, and they try and calm them down. As I've said before, the Ferrari could be on fire, and their strategists would still be like, it's okay, it's fine, it's okay, this is normal, because it is just normal for Ferrari. It is just normal. Yeah, wow. I mean, it's less of a meme now, to be honest, Ferrari, and especially with Leclerc as well. It's just sad and painful. What in the star-spangled F is this? Logan Sargent with the Canadian flag on his graphic. The Americans will not be happy. They've waited a long time for one of their boys to be on the grid, and you have insulted them with the wrong flag. They are coming for you, FOM. Alonso, who crashed into me? We have to investigate this. Aston Martin engineer is just like, oh, this is awkward. We will investigate that later, Fernando. Let's see how your race goes. Thankfully for him, his race went amazingly, so I doubt he really cares that much that it ended up being Lance. I think he got told on his in-lap from when the race ended, basically. But, yeah, awkward start to the Grand Prix, and it could have, become a lot worse for Aston Martin. But the fact that everything went fine, Alonso on the podium, Stroll, very solid result with his wrist injury, it's fine. Water under the bridge, I mean, in a way, Fernando actually took it on the chin of he didn't expect Stroll to be so close to him at the race start. It's actually pretty good he managed to dive bomb, but, yeah, that was pretty damn sketchy. And, to be fair, showed the Aston, not just that time, the other times with Lewis and Sainz, that Aston Martin is just built like a Nokia brick phone. Like, it just did not break whatsoever. The 10-second penalty for Esteban Ocon. Stop. He's already dead. And the FIA just hold him down and keep going. It was a shocker for Alpine and Ocon today. Just so many rookie mistakes from the team side, also driver side for the speeding, I guess. Rules are rules. Yeah, just meanwhile his teammate was doing a fabulous job at recovering from P20 into points. Ocon did not catch a break. One of those ones you hope this is just something to forget about, a funny story at the start of the season when they can actually do some work. But yeah, it's kind of funny that Alpine and McLaren were so caught up in fighting each other, all this pettiness and all this fighting with the drivers as well last season for P4 in the championship, and both of them were pretty much racing to the bottom of the field today, with Aston taking the top spot of taking that limelight. 18 million, oh god. I can't laugh that much because obviously I want to see Lando do well. It was painful. You can't get around that fact. And I'm sure Ricciardo maybe is not that annoyed he wasn't driving that car today. This guy's personal tier list after the first race. Champion contenders, Red Bull Racing. Upper midfield, Aston Martin and Mercedes. There's not even like a top 3 here. It's just champion contenders. Then everyone else is midfield below. Fair play. Red Bull are in a world of their own. So Aston Martin, Mercedes. Lower midfield, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, Williams. The Ferrari position is Ferrari and Alpine for all their mistakes today. Shipbox is Haas, and then in the Williams position is in fact McLaren. You know what? Quite accurate after the first race. Here we go again. Yep, here it is. 2023, we're back, baby. I literally actually tweeted something like this earlier on when that failure came. It has begun. It's a new year, a new dawn, reset from zero, but the Scuderia are back again with disappointment. And Leclerc knew, he did this pose because he knew this was the pose he'd be doing a lot of the year after getting out of the car when it fails. Oh, the blue screen of death on the McLaren steering wheel. Working on updates. Electrical issue for Piastri. Not ideal. Really not ideal. I mean, the lad was actually doing quite well in terms of his recovery from where he did qualify, actually. It was going pretty okay for him. Would have been nice to see actually where he would have ended up if he could continue his race. Of course, we didn't even get to see the potential of that car anyway on Lando's side because of his issues with the PU. So, all round, yeah, McLaren 2022, 2023, shaking hands, taking an L at the first race. Let's hope, McLaren fans, that, like last year, there can be an upward trajectory and bounce back from the L at Bahrain. Going to Plan Z for Ocon. This is another beautiful illustration of what just went on there. We've got everything going on. Damage nose, incorrect time penalty, wrong pit position, and Ocon simply can't do anything but just take the barrage and beat it. L plan in motion. Aston Martin in the mirrors of Mercedes, and they are crying. There was actually a great photo of, what was it? It was Toto Wolff, and he was hugging Lawrence Stroll at the end of that race. I want to know what the convo was. It was like, look, listen, Lawrence, if you give us the CAD data, we'll give you some money off the engine or something like that. Like, come on. Never misses a chance. Rosberg getting eyed up for asking Alonso how it felt to pass Hamilton. It's good, to be fair, to see Nico back in the paddock, of course, because I think he wasn't allowed in because of the whole, their, like, vaccine rule, and so they kind of dropped that now going forward. So Nico back in the paddock, ready to ruffle some feathers when it needs to be done. Seeing Alonso in a competitive car for the first time, I get it now. I get it. I get what the magic of Fernando Alonso is. Mate, the guy he doesn't follow the rules of aging and time or anything, to be honest. The guy even looks younger than he did a couple of years ago. The man is turning back the clock, and like he said in his radio, what was it, I assume some personnel guy in Aston Martin's birthday today, 60, and he was like, oh, 60 is the new 40. For him, it pretty much will be. Oh no, look at me, you are the Williams now. Oh, it's painful. Fernando in the cool-down room, seeing who drove into him. Yes. He was literally watching it with Perez over his shoulder, and there was like no flinching of emotion as he saw the replay of what happened, and yeah, literally probably inside he's just like, okay, we're gonna have to just move on. It didn't affect the race really. In the end, we're fine. Let's move on. Want to see me do it again? Pain. It's he may as well change the bio to that, to be honest, on Twitter. It's just probably better. Driver for pain. Not Scuderia Ferrari, just driver for pain. Seeing Max 2 seconds ahead on lap 2. Yeah, I mean, Max checked out of this race. Like, there were a lot of cool stories coming out of Bahrain, and to be honest, we've got to probably get used to focusing on those cooler stories, because up front, this has got all the hallmarks of like a 2015 Mercedes year where Lewis was just battering everyone, including his teammate. Yeah, we're gonna have to focus on the smaller wins, outside of Red Bull. Fernando Alonso is going to come out of this race looking like the star of the show because Max just didn't have anything to do. He simply just did, 57 laps of time trial, basically, today around Bahrain. He did a testing session. Only appropriate, and this is what I mean. F1 fans, you freed us from Mercedes dominance, and then Red Bull go, I wouldn't say freed, more like under a new management, okay? It's just been transferred over, and as it always does in Formula 1, it'll probably transfer to a new team in a new era after 2026. The ebbs and flows of F1. We got 1 year in 2021 where it was so bloody close, and now we're back we're back to normal. Order is resumed. To be honest, 2021 probably ruined it a lot for new F1 fans, because those of us who have been watching for many years before know how it goes. Sadman 23, the sequel. Oh, great caption. Great caption. And, I mean, the body language says it all. Really? It says it all. He's actually having to drink that water just to calm himself down. Collar, collect them all. Serve your penalty or draw 25. It's just drawing, and more drawing for the Alpine team today with Ocon, it was. The crown's been par. I mean, I actually back Fred Vasseur. I think he's a lovely bloke. I think he manages quite well. You saw that at Alfa Romeo and Sauber beforehand. I just think he actually is now going to get a wake-up call after this first race of how big of a task it is to get all these gremlins out of Ferrari, because it is actually more of a team thing rather than who manages them. Because, like, it's just like with this failure today, they said it, Fred said it himself, they did not see a failure like this whatsoever in testing with any of their Ferrari PUs, in practice, etc., the race sims they did, and then, of course, in the race, where it counts, it comes out of nowhere. They had to change electronics beforehand, you know, everything else. There's something about this team that just, ever since Schumacher, they just do not want to actually get their crap together. Time to bring this one back. Red Bull receive a 10% reduction of wind tunnel testing. Adrian Newey. Oh no! Anyway, I've designed a car that will just negate that 10%. It doesn't matter. Did you try turning it off and back on again? Google Chrome has stopped work. Oh, okay, that's a good one. I'll applaud it. It's pain, but applaud it. It's the Google Chrome, the .exe stopped working today. It just simply needed a reset. Non-Verstappen fans summoning the first race curse. Yeah, the curse, if you don't know, obviously since 2017, the man who has won the first race has not won the World Championship. Now, in 2016, that was the case with Rosberg. I, for one, think Verstappen's going to be the one to break that line now and go on to win it anyway. But you never know. That's a lot of years. How many is that? Like 6 years? 6-7 years of that being a thing? You know, that pattern's pretty damn strong, but I just don't see it happening this time round. Pouring one out for Alonso. Yeah, I think this is a lot of people today. Even non-Aston Alonso, like myself, I don't, you know, I just watch these races as a neutral, really, and it's just fantastic to see. What a story. For the first time, he's picked the right team in his career at the right time, and it's clicked off the bat. Obviously, long season to go. We'll see how things shake out, but as a first race, McLaren 2023, the guy filling up Lando's car, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Oh, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. In the pits, I mean, this was Ocon as well. I saw this similar one for Ocon as well. Both of them in unison, just chucking the pit. Another pit. Yeah, cool. Oh, another lap's gone by. Another pit. Welcome back for 0 days since our last nonsense. Oh my god, this man's got PTSD. This man's not well. He actually looks physically like he's going to be sick in this moment. Get this man a towel or something, just a warm blanket. He looks in distress, man. Yep, this pretty much sums it up. The Alonso podium heralded, Gasly P9, exceptional comeback to be fair. Bottas P8, probably will go under the radar, but to be fair also for them and Alfa Romeo, that was very, very solid actually, in a very tight midfield, but others maybe tripping over themselves, but Bottas very quietly just went about his business and got P8, so fair play, but yeah, it probably will miss a lot of the headlines. You're my son now. He's really feeling that hug, isn't he? He's really feeling it. Like, no, Fernando, don't go, Fernando. Please, no, just a couple of more seconds. This is what real love feels like. And on that note, that's where we're going to end it off then today. Bahrain, maybe at the front wasn't astonishing, but the rest of it had some pretty good content. Let me know what you guys made of it in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly full-on content. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.